Hi everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seed to Transformation Healing Center. It's time for Taroscopes again. I'm going to be doing Taroscopes for the sign of Taurus, that's Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising for the month of November. Yeah, we have reached November. Hard to believe, hard to believe, hard to believe it was a year ago that we were all in hope of a different future. But this is the present moment that we have, and so we will work with it. Before I get started, I just want to say this is a taroscope. This will be the tarot part of the taroscope. Usually I put the astrology. I will do a little astrology. I'll talk a little astrology, but um, I'm going to do them separately this month and see how that works out to keep uh, the tarot videos a little bit shorter. Okay, so I'm using the Crow deck, and we want to know what is up for Taurus this month. Um, and just to go over the numerology of the month, we are in an 11 vibration month. November is the 11th month. That is the energy of justice. That is the energy of justice. So we might expect some justice this month. We're always hoping for that, right? We're also in a 9 universal year. The 9 is about separating the wheat from the chaff. These are this November, December are going to be the last 2 months where we can sort of clean out the closets, whether they be actual or karmic closets. So um, continue to streamline your life so that when it is time to move, and it doesn't mean physically move, it just means your energy to move in a direction that you're not held back by all of these things that you refuse to let go of, right? All right, not so easy for Taurus. We do have Uranus moving back into your sign this month. So it's been in Gemini for a couple of months, and so you got a little bit of a respite, but it's going to come back into your sign now, and it's going to stay there till April. So you have November, December, January, February, March, April, 6 months of that Uranian energy shaking you to your very roots. Now, that sounds, oh my God, but it's been going on now for 6.5 years. So it's not a shock anymore. It's not a shock, but it is going to be interesting. Uranus uh, cracks open the cosmic egg, so to speak, and allows the light to come in. And so we have to keep that in mind. All right, let's see what we have for you. We start with the Hierophant, the Taurus card, no less. So here you are. This is the card of how things are held together. It's the card of the inner voice. It's a card of wisdom. And so you are imbued with much wisdom. You know how things are held together, so to speak. You have that knowledge. Let's see what's challenging that. Well, what's challenging it is the justice card, which when a challenge can be injustice. And so you know how things work, you know how things are um, organized, we'll say. And yet it's difficult for you to abide the injustice that you're seeing. At the root, we have the Ace of Cups, happiness, love, overflowing abundance. So at the root is a need to be happy, a need to be fulfilled, um, overflowing compassion. So you're really suffering as you watch people suffer. It's been very difficult. I mean, it's difficult for all of us. But then because you know the law, so to speak, you kind of know that the injustice isn't going to last forever, right? You know that, but it's still difficult. In the past, we have the Queen of Cups. This is the psychic queen. the empathetic queen. Now you have the Ace of Cups at the root and the Queen of Cups in the past. Perhaps that's a mother, that can be a mother energy. So there may be something around the mother, or maybe something your mother said, or you're standing on the love that your mother gave you. It can also be possible that you've recently, in the recent past, or maybe not so recent past, you had a vision of sorts. You had a vision. Let's see what's in the sky. The Strength card. This is spirit telling you that you are strong enough, that you have the strength. And when you feel like you don't have the strength, you need to ask spirit for help. You don't have to do this all on your own. You don't have to do this all on your own. Let's see the immediate future. The Four of Cups, a little bit of divine discontent. There's that cup at the root of the reading being offered to you. So as you look at, actually, yeah, it's Four Cups. As you look at your life, don't forget to look up, because there are things being offered to you that you may or may not see unless you raise yourself, unless you raise your eyes from what's right in front of you. Okay. Hopes and no, how other people see you successful. This is a celebration card. People see you as successful, surrounded by the people that you love. Life of the party, perhaps. Um, your domestic situation, we get the Lover's card, so choices around love. This can be a very good card in the domestic situation, right? Or there needs to be a choice made around love. Um, it could also indicate that it would be best if you were to communicate with whoever you live with or whoever you spend most time with. That will be helpful because, the Lover's card is a Gemini card. And it's important to talk about your feelings or to talk about what you're thinking. There needs to be conversation. There needs to be increased conversation at home. Hopes and fears. Oh, the Two of Wands. This is, I think, a hope to come together to create a new world, perhaps, whether that be on a grand scale or a small scale. And the outcome, ooh, the Six of Pentacles. So there is a balancing of the scales. So where you saw injustice, I think you'll see justice at the end, especially financial. So this might have something to do with um, maybe some finances that would have been difficult to overcome, get balanced out in the end. We can only hope, right? The Ten of Pentacles, I'm going to pick three more to see if I can get a major arcana. The Ten of Pentacles, which is more resources, more resources. Also, this could be what that Justice card crossing the Hierophant, if there was an issue with inheritance for you, maybe somebody was not being, maybe it wasn't such a grand thing, maybe it was just personally in your world. Um, and I think that's why you need to converse. You need to talk to maybe your siblings or whoever it is, but things are going to end up being balanced, and then there's more resources coming from that and more abundance. So there's a lot of abundance coming your way. A lot of abundance coming your way. Nice. Let's see what's underneath this. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Okay. The Ten of Swords and the Judgment card. I guess the decision, in a way, to be happy, to let go of old thought forms that no longer serve you, letting go of the mind, embracing the Ten of Cups, the love of family, and the inevitability of the awakened soul. On some level, you're waking up. On some level, you're waking up. Well, it looks like everything's going to work out. The financial stuff. Um, is gonna work itself out. Um, People will be held accountable and things will end up evening out. So hopefully that brings you some solace. Let me do I'm going to pull a gateway of light activation card. That's the card I've been using, the deck I've been using for the Taroscopes this month to do the Oracle pull. It is a deck I'm not that familiar with, so I am going to be reading from the book. The cards are even still pretty stiff, although now I've gotten halfway through the zodiac. They've softened up a bit. All right, let's see what comes up for Taurus. The Akashic Records. The Akashic Records, the second time that came up. I'll hold it up. I'll read it for you. It says, when you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from past experiences. These can be soul-based memories, fears from previous lifetimes, or older aspects of this current lifetime that has moved you, that has moved on, that you have moved on from. Excuse me. Know that this is a time to reclaim your freedom and rewrite your story. You can do this by following through on your dreams. Gone are the days of a fear-based indecision. This is a time to rise up and claim your truth. If you are sitting on a dream or a feeling, Ace of Cups at the root of the reading, by the way, um, are called to move in a particular direction, it's because you have unearthed an important soul lesson. And it is essential that you follow that call to clear the unwanted energies of your past. As you do so, don't allow yourself to be pulled into expecting worst possible outcomes. No, this experience is not your truth, but old energy being released from the energy body. Call in angels to shine their light on any repressed fears, energies, or stories that no longer serve you. It is time to fly high in freedom. Time to fly high in freedom. I'm all about it. All right, guys, that's the story. Have a great month. Be careful out there. You know how it is. I'll see you next month. Until then, take care of yourself and like and subscribe if you're not. And I'll see you next month. Take care, everyone. Namaste.